Stephen A. Smith responds to Draymond Green. You're right.
Let me move on to a last subject that's near and dear to me before I go to break, and that is Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors. Now, recently, Draymond Green and I had a difference of opinion because he was talking about how this stupid rule, this 65-game rule that prevents you for winning league MVP or all NBA honors and stuff like that, because you got to play a minimum of 75 games, and folks making players feel compelled to go out there. Now he went out there, Joel Embiid, and Jonathan Kuminga, the Golden State Warriors, falls on his left knee, and look at him, he's out. And LeBron James alluded to the same thing the other day. Stop. And that's what I said. And my focus and my attention was not on what Draymond was saying about Joel Embiid per se. It was on the fact that these stupid rules that are in place, he's negating the fact that the players brought it on themselves. Because the generation, the new breed of players today use every opportunity they can to take time off.
What? Is that true? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true, bro. I think there's a lot of different factors as to why NBA players get injured nowadays. If there's anything to blame, it would be the fact that so much, even contractually, relies on what motherfuckers do in the playoffs, let alone like narrative talks and legacy talks and shit like that. So for the longest time, and it started with Popovich, teams would rest players who are specifically injury prone so they can be more fresh going into the playoffs. They be taking mental health days now. I mean, who does that? I mean, the main one that comes to mind was Kyrie. I know he had a couple of days in Brooklyn where he took mental health days and Stephen A. was on his ass. I guess Ben Simmons and that whole thing, I guess you can count that, but I guess.
Now, some of it is not of their own volition. Some of it is because the teams force them to. The executives force them to. Ownership forces them to. They use the medical staffs on teams to do that. That is absolutely true. It is not all on the players. But sometimes it is.
But sometimes cannot be the case when your main point is the players brought this upon themselves. You can't just go from the players are the reason to they don't do it all the time. They just do it sometimes. Like, what the fuck?
And you got too many guys, not most, not all, but too many guys perfectly content with collecting a check. Hell, I'll take the night off. Sitting on the bench looking fly. Don't get me started with the Ben Simmons of the world, modern day Zoolander himself, Cartier.
No, he's going crazy.
Shades.
He's going crazy.
Fly ass outfits. Pretty boy himself. Collect money at every turn. Can't get on a court to save his life, but hops, skips, and jumps his ass to the bank every 2 weeks. Make sure his account is full. Obviously, I'm being facetious because he doesn't have to do that. Just open his laptop and go to the email or to his account. But that's beside the point. Draymond Green spoke up and spoke out because he disagreed with my assertions in that regard. And here's what he had to say in direct contrast.
I didn't know what Draymond said, so.
To what I threw out there about him.
Okay. MVPs are hard to come by. He has one. So Joel Embiid on the verge of getting his second one. And he's essentially possibly going to miss extended time because of a rule that's aimed at players resting when healthy. But he's not healthy though, Stephen A. So my argument was, no, guys should be able to load manage. I never said that. I said there's guys that's actually hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen.
My whole thing with the Joel Embiid situation is, y'all shut the fuck up about the 65-game rule at this point, dog. Like, holy shit, take the 65-game rule out. At this point, Joel Embiid, if he misses the rest of the season, he's going to play 38 games. If you want to cape for the anti-removal of this rule or whatever the fuck, if you want this rule to not exist so bad that you were gonna sit up here and justify a player who plays 38 games to win MVP, come on, dog. Stop the narrative pushing, dog. Please. Stop the agenda pushing. Me and you both know a player who doesn't even play half of the season does not deserve to win the MVP. Just doesn't. I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck? Holy shit. Because at first it was, but what about if Embiid plays 64 games? That's kind of hold if he, he's one game off. That's not the case, dog. Literally, if he comes back 4 to 6 weeks from now, he's about to play 55 games at most. You're gonna give the MVP to a player who plays 55 games. And if these Twitter doctors that are on Twitter, not just want to be Twitter doctors, are actually right, he should be out for the rest of the season.
Draymond didn't tell a lie in that regard. I got a lot of love for that brother. I would do it for any of them.
Oh my.
With Kid Mero.
Oh my God, bro. Just respond. Shit.
Not that Maverick needs it because he's brilliant. Steph Curry.
Oh my God, the bouncing must stop. Bounce, 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 bounce. Holy shit.
I wouldn't be where I am today if it were not for them. Because throughout history, the access they've given me, the trust that they placed in me, people, I'm not here to be liked.
Don't clip that, bro. Don't clip that. Don't clip that, bro. No, hey, chat. Yo, relax. Relax, bro. Relax.